Morning, my friend. My name is Mika Angela Segian. My academic number 171201444. Now I want to explain about my journal. The first journal, Speaking Problems Faced by the English Department Students of Shia Kuala University. Conclusion: based on the research, finding and discussions, it can be concluded that the 10 students of English department at Faculty of Teacher Training and Education of Shia Kuala University face some problem in speaking. The problems the most students face in speaking was having a lack of vocabulary, not being confident to speak, not being used to talking in class, and difficulty expressing words or sentences. The cause of problems most students faced was being afraid of make errors. There were two kinds of problems faced by the students in speaking that the researcher found in the study, namely linguistic problems and non-linguistic problems. From the characteristic of successful language learner as proposed by Rudin and Thompson, it can be concluded that the strategies that were used by the student to solve their problems only a few matched with Rubin and Thompson's ideas, so their effort had not been enough. The second journal, Speaking Problems in English and Solutions, scrutinizing students' perspective. Conclusion: this paper reflects the presence of speaking in the class difficulties through the perspective on undergraduate students in a compulsory English course context. 81 students are given the questionnaire to conduct the research. The survey data revealed that the students in the Bangladeshi context suffer from various heartless while speaking in class. Some of those that data revealed that the student in apprehension often affects students' communication in English to some extent. Because of this anxiety with a poor English background, they lack self-confidence and lack the motivation to use English. Sometimes eye contact with classmates can make some of them nervous during speaking in English. Using the target language with non-major students, the technical terms are not always clear to them. Hence, making small group practice English among themselves can boost up their confidence. Furthermore, the result of the student interview data demonstrates some anxiety coping strategies can be employed. Uh, the majority of the students believe that vocabulary focus, uh, audio-visual focus, self-practice, social focus, metacognitive focus, compensatory focus, and affective focus can be reduced the anxious state while they are speaking English. The third journal, problem-based conversation using prospective teacher problem as a mechanism for their professional development. Conclusion: according to several researchers and policy makers, the goals of teacher education is to prepare highly qualified teacher who can improve their students' learning. Highly qualified teacher, according to this expert, need a deep understanding of student subject area discipline, the ways students learn, instructional practice, and assessment of student learning. They they need to develop skill for keen observation and ability to construct their own means for looking carefully and deeply uh, at student. learning processes and products and deep highly qualified teacher also need to know how to inquire collaboratively with their colleagues on way to improve student learning and reflect on their practice to improve their teaching and student achievement encounter a challenging transition from their pres- pre-service teacher education program to their roles as teacher in school. An ongoing challenge for the FAL to design experiences that better enable pre-service teacher to work to connect learning from their formative course experiences to staff of teaching. The fourth journal an analysis of student problem in speaking English daily language program at Husnul Khotimah Islamic Boarding School. Conclusion: the result of data conducted by researchers, there are several factors, obstacles identified by the student and management at Husnul Khotimah Islamic Boarding School in applying the language program. On the obstacles that hinder because of human resources, thus the language program. One, the hinder because of human resource does not apply daily language program effectively, such as student, teachers, staff, servant, etc. It happens because they have a different education background that which makes them especially students still hard to use foreign language every day, and also there is no commitment from all of stakeholders in applying foreign language at Husnul Khotimah Islamic Boarding School. This is also an obstacle for officials in applying everyday language. The education is Husnul Khotimah Islamic Boarding Schools so should make the policy and commitment to use the languages uh, in daily communication, and should make the strategies such as course of foreign language to train them especially all of human at Usnul Khotimah Islamic Boarding School in speaking foreign language. Hopefully, the solution should be effectively in overcoming the problem of human resources in speaking English. Improving student motivation in speaking through collaborative learning because background speaking is one speaking in one of communicative learning that helps students to communicate by using language. By speaking, students can say everything that they have in their mind. The goal of teaching speaking in a language class should encourage the acquisition of communication skill and to foster real communication in out the classroom. Vygotsky in Ray skill and to foster real in his investigating of the relationship between language of often and often spontaneous, open, open in and involving, however, speaks in not always unpredictable predictable language functions that tend to recur in certain discourse situations. Identification of the problem. Based on the background of the study, the problem related to this research come from the foreign factors. The problem are identified as follows. The students get low achievement conversation and vocabulary. The students now don't know how to make a good conversation according to generic of speaking skill. The students do not know to language feature used in conversation and get low vocabulary. Limitation of the problem. Based on the problem identification, the researcher limited the problems mentioned in this research in order to achieve of the goal of the research. The writer only focused on the use of conversation as a technique to improve students' speaking skill. Formulation of the of problem. What kind of conversation which have been provided for the uh, English department of the government's uh, based on the syllabus? Uh, what kind of the supplementary English conversation is should be developed from English department in Simalungun Regency. Purpose of the research to identify kind of conversation which have been provided for the government uh, English department in Simalungun Regency based on the syllabus to investigate kind of supplementary English conversation which should be developed for the student high school. Significance of the research. Uh, the educational institutions, the product of the study provides supplementary English conversation that can enrich the student English competency to the schools. The English teacher, the product of this study, provides supplementary English conversation. It can be supplementary material for the English teachers. It contains activities that can be done in teaching conversation uh, so that the English teacher can make the student active. Literature review. Speaking. Speaking is one of four language skill. It is a productive skill in the sense that the speakers produce sound of the language. Basically, speaking in intended form two-ways communication. It means that the speaker and the listener negotiate the meaning of what they say. Colla- Collaborative learning is a situation in which two or more people learn or attempt to learn something together. Personal philosophy, not just a classroom technique. In all situations where people come together in group, it suggests a way of dealing with people with respect and highly individual group members' abilities and contributions. Uh, okay, this is our presentation and thank you.